So in goal, there were a couple contenders here. Nick Pope and Alex Romero are honourable mentions and were very, very close in getting in, but I have gone for Jan Sommer. Jan Sommer for Inter Milan. So Sommer picked up 3 clean sheets in just 5 games in the Champions League for Inter, which is really, really impressive. I think it's the second most clean sheets in the group stage out of any other team, which is really, really good. And he also had a 90% save percentage, which is absolutely superb, the best out of any goalkeeper. He was fantastic. Inter had a really solid defence, and he was a massive part of that. So yeah, I've gone for him, but as I said, Alex Romero, really, really big shout, as is Nick Pope, but I've gone for Sommer. In at right back, we have a player who I think is going to get a big move. Sacha Boey. Now this is a player who, going into the tournament, I don't think many people would have had him as right back in the team for tournament for the group stages, but I have been quietly impressed by this kid. He's only about 22. I'll be honest, I'd never really heard of him before this UCL campaign, but he has really, really impressed me. He scored the late equaliser in the opening game week versus Copenhagen, which was absolutely crucial, in fact, to helping Galatasaray get 3rd place. Defensively, though, I've been really, really impressed with this guy. So solid, but some really good numbers. I say he's only 22. Looks like a really promising right back, and I think a couple clubs will be having a look at this guy. Don't be surprised if you see him make a move fairly soon, because he looks really, really good, and he's had a solid campaign, even if Galatasaray didn't go through in their group. Alright, centre backs. So we'll start with the first centre back, which is Mats Hummels. Now, if you had said before that this player would be in the team for tournament, I'll be a bit shocked, because, Hummels, at his age, you won't really expect him to be putting up classic performances in the Champions League, but this has actually been, despite being 34, one of his best campaigns yet in the Champions League. He was fantastic at the back for Dortmund. Dortmund topped the group of death when most people didn't expect them to, and Hummels was arguably the main reason they got through. He put in some immense displays at the back, was the leader at the back, and rolled back for years in this group stage campaign to help Dortmund go through, and I think he deserves props, especially considering his age. Doing that at age 34, that is truly, truly impressive. Alright, and next to him is another player who I don't think many people would have had coming into this, Igor Subeldia. I think that's how you say his name, Igor Subeldia. Real Sociedad were one of the real surprise packages of the UCL this year, topping their group unbeaten as well, and Subeldia was a big part of that. He started every single game of the campaign at centre back, and they have one of the best defences. They get 4 clean sheets in 6 games, which is absolutely fantastic. I believe that's the most clean sheets out of any team in the group stage this season. So Subeldia was fantastic. He was so good at progressing the ball as well. In fact, he actually made the most passes out of any Sociedad player in this UCL campaign, which is pretty insane. So yeah, massive props to him. Sociedad were rocks at the back, and he was a big part of that. Alright, in at left back we have a German by the name of David Raum for RB Leipzig. So, unlike the others, Raum is in here purely on his attacking work. He was immense going forward in his group. he has been immense going forward from that wing-back role at Leipzig. Granted, they had a bit of an easier group compared to some of these guys, but still really, really good going forward. Super, super creative. Good grabbing goals as well. And he's had a solid start to the UCL. Right, into the midfield. Where we have another Sociedad player. Martin Zubimendi. Now Zubimendi, many people have been talking about this guy, and I've finally seen why. They've been talking about this guy. Some people label him the next Xabi Alonso, the next Sergio Busquets. I believe Busquets even said that, like, Zubimendi would be the perfect replacement for him at Barcelona, and I can see why, because Zubimendi was fantastic, and the heartbeat of that Real Sociedad side. Everything goes through him. He is a dictator. He also shields and defends, protects that defense, contributed to those 4 clean sheets in 6 games, as I mentioned, but he was their best player, man of the match, 2 times in this UCL campaign. 2 times in 6 games. He was superb, and as I said, I realise why people are raving about him, and I believe, he will be getting a big move soon, whether that be a Barcelona or other clubs, because this position, the DM role, is, all clubs want it, and he looks like a real top player, and he showed in this group stage campaign that he can do it at the top level of elite European football as well. Fantastic campaign by him, and he was one of the main reasons Sociedad have topped their group. Okay, joining him in the midfield, it was a very strong midfield. We have Warren Zaire Emery. Warren Zaire Emery had to be in this team. Had to be in this team. The young star of this season of Paris, just 17 years old. Crazy. He's probably younger, or maybe even the same age as some of you guys watching this video right now. And Zaire Emery is, not to make you feel bad, but he's just scoring the winning goal to send PSG to the last 16 of the Champions League at age 17. 2 assists versus AC Milan, man of match performance. Yeah, insane. He literally sent PSG through. If he didn't score that goal in the final game week versus Dortmund, PSG would be in the Europa League. So Warren Zaire Emery at the age of 17 to be doing that, insane, absolutely insane. Alright, next up we have a player who I don't think many of you know, is Rasmus Volk. Yeah, definitely didn't expect this guy to be in here when the groups were drawn, but I had to give Copenhagen some respect. I had to give them some sort of shout out, because what a group stage performance it was by them. We all laugh at Man United and how bad they were, but Copenhagen were fantastic, and to get out of the group for the first time in I don't even know how long is insane. And Volk was the main reason why this guy was great. He got an assist in the Man United win, and he actually got three man of the match performances. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. He came clutch for Copenhagen in this group stage, was absolutely massive for them, and the key player for them in getting out of this group. So massive props to Rasmus Volk. Right, in at number 10, it has to be one man. You already know it is. You've probably been waiting for him as soon as the video started. Is Jude. Hey Jude Bellingham. I mean, I don't really need to explain it. I mean, Jude Bellingham has been insane for Real Madrid, and that form has continued in the Champions League. 4 goals and 3 assists in just 6 games in the Champions League. And it's not like he's just been stat betting. They've been big goals, winners first, Napoli, 94th minute winner versus Union Berlin. Yeah, Bellingham has been the real deal and shown how good he is in the Champions League, in this group stage, and without him, Real Madrid have had a perfect record in this group. Without him, they don't have that perfect record, that's for sure. Bellingham, one of the players of the tournament so far. Right, and in the front two, we have a Bayern man, Harry Kane. So, Harry Kane, I mean, look, we all kind of expected him to do fantastic at Bayern, and he has done exactly that. Hit the ground running and has been no different in the UCL. 7 goal contributions in 6 games for Harry Kane. Kind of an easy group, but he has delivered the goals, got assists as well. Been the main man for Bayern in this group stage. Similar to Bellingham, one of the main reasons they've went unbeaten, only dropped 2 points in the group. Kane has been fantastic, and I fully expect if Bayern are going to go deep in this competition, Harry Kane is going to have to be a big part of that. Alright, and joining him in the front two, this was really tough, but I have gone for Antoine Griezmann. So Atletico Madrid have had a fantastic group stage, actually went unbeaten and been one of the most entertaining teams to watch. And Griezmann, similar to Kane, is the main man for Atletico. Everything goes through Griezmann. He got 5 goals in just 6 games in this UCL group stage campaign. In fact, he's the joint top scorer currently in the Champions League, and he is the main guy. Without him, Atletico, their whole thing changes. He is Atletico's main man and one of the best players in the Champions League so far, and he's going to be crucial if Atletico are going to do anything in the Champions League. Griezmann's going to be vital to that, whether, even if he doesn't score goals, he's going to be part of that. Right, let's get into the bench. Right, so on the bench we have Kim Min-jae. He's been very solid at the back for Bayern Munich, especially against Man United. I thought he was actually man of the match. Bayern, they did leak a couple goals, but I thought overall Kim Min-jae's performances have been very, very solid, and he has shown himself, given a good account of himself in this Champions League group stage. Next up we have Joao Cancelo for Barcelona. Now, Barca topped their group, got out of the groups for the first time in I think 2 seasons now. And Cancelo was a big part of that. He was pretty crucial. In fact, he got 1 goal and 1 assist, and his goal versus Porto was absolutely crucial. He scored the goal which won them that game, and if they didn't win that game, they definitely don't top that group. So if it wasn't for Cancelo's performances in this group stage, Barca wouldn't top the group and would potentially have a really, really tough draw. So Cancelo came up with big performance. Next up, we have Bukayo Saka. Gets UCL card in there. Now, Saka the only reason he missed out on this team is because of the fact I'm not playing wingers, but I had to, get these guys in here, so I had to go for this formation. But Bukayo Saka has been absolutely fantastic in this group stage. 3 goals and 4 assists. That's fantastic by Saka, the main man for Arsenal, and helped them to comfortably top their group. He has shown that this is the first time him playing in the Champions League, but he has shown he has stepped up to this level with ease and is more than comfortable here. And I think that's even more of a reason why I think it's been an impressive campaign for him, because this is the first time he's playing in the Champions League, first time he's playing in Europe in general. so he stepped up really nicely and helped Arsenal top their group. Next up, we have Galeno for Porto. So Galeno has been absolutely huge for Porto in terms of their qualification, and especially in their last game. So he's got 4 goals and 3 assists in general, currently in the Champions League, which is an absolutely sensational return. But in the final game versus Shakhtar, where they needed, I think, a point to qualify Porto, it was a big game. Galeno was the man who got it done for them. They won, I think, 5-2, but he scored 2 goals and got 2 assists. So contributed to 4 of those goals. 4 of those goals in that game. And if he didn't contribute to those 4 goals, I know it doesn't work like that, but they lose that game and Porto in the Europa League. So Galeno, absolutely crucial in that final game, and in general, a really good performance by him in this group stage. And finally, Rasmus Højlund. Now, I don't know. I feel bad for United. That's kind of why I'm putting him in here. Actually, he's not finally. There's another player I'm going to put in here, but basically, Højlund is actually the joint top scorer in the Champions League right now, so it kind of felt like I had to put him in there. But his goals haven't meant a single thing. They finished bottom of their group, but he still scored 5 goals, and on an individual basis, if we take away how his team performed, Højlund has had a pretty good campaign in the Champions League group stages. It's just a shame his team let him down, but he couldn't really have done more in this group stage campaign, so at least on an individual basis it's been a nice one for him. Right, and finally, the other player who is the joint top scorer is Alvaro Morata, who was very close. It was him or Griezmann I was debating on putting in the starting 11, but I went for Griezmann simply because I think Griezmann's overall play has been better. But Morata, 5 goals in this UCL campaign has been just as vital to Atletico Madrid as Griezmann has been. Morata came up with some really big goals, plenty of goals scored, and it's been a bit of a resurgence for Morata this year. He is in fantastic form, which it's nice to see him, I guess, finding his feet finally. And Morata and Griezmann, if they keep this form up, I feel like Madrid are going to be a serious threat in this Champions League. But yeah, that's the team. Let's run through it one more time. So we have Jan Sommer, Sacha Boey, Mats Hummels, Igor Zubeldia, David Lahm, Martin Zubimendi, Warren Zaire-Emery, Rasmus Volk, Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane and Griezmann. And on the bench we have Kim Min-jae, Joao Cancelo, Saka,